I have a quest for me already right away?
God bless.
So how's the mine, Vlach?
God be with you, kidder. Ah, there's a bit of fash. But come with us to the tavern tonight, and we'll talk about it. Farewell, my friend.
I gotta talk to him at the tavern. Alright. Let's, there's a few more quests here. Hipsters and stuff. And then it's about time to just focus on the main quest.
Just a few days' walk from here. You have to hear this.
What is this place? Oh, this is the bathhouse.
Got this nasty premonition.
Where's this quest? You. Innkeeper.
What do you need, my friend?
What's
new
new?
in town?
Try asking at the Kingfisher Bats. I hear the proprietor has some trouble.
Betty the bathkeeper? Problems?
Aye, that's the one. Some difficulty with the city council or something.
I'll help Betty.
That's all I know. It would be better to ask her directly.
Aye, I'll do that. She's a friend of mine.
And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thanks, innkeeper.
Alright, hold on.
I'll have a look at the ware.
I need food. You got like dried beef. I'll take it all. And I'll take a book too. Got a book.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Alright, Betty's down here. Go over here. Faster over there? Faster? Not really. Let's just run. Won't be a lazy ass. Although at this point, I'm kind of ready to hit the main quest, and I'm just trying to speedrun through, somewhat speedrun through these side quests.
My respect.
Water?
A fountain?
Fountain? Where does the water come from?
Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
There's gotta be something tied to that. There's no way that... Hold on, where's this armor? Right here. Go in. How much money you got, bro? Trader, 755. Hold on. Let me... Oh, I moved everything off my horse. I do have stuff to sell though.
You're always welcome.
Human shield. Get 708. We don't even need that.
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Don't know what you said, bro, but we're cool. An Italian bassinet. $4,000. Probably like the last armor I'll ever need, though. Although that's a large chunk of my money. Or let's see. I mean, it's a decent upgrade, but why are these priced differently though? They look the same. They're different colors. One's less visible. What if I do that? I'm paying 3,000. I could also sell this. Right, that's what I'm replacing it. Also sell this. Pay 2,500. Let's haggle it.
Let's talk about the price.
Was soll's?
Damn, I could ask for 430. Go to 1,000. 990.
Do you accept?
You must be from a poor region.
What the heck, man? 1,100.
Aye, you'll convince me with that price.
Okay,
Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
hold that on. Okay, upgrade acquired. I could probably upgrade everything. I have enough to sell that I could upgrade everything. I also still need to... I should still need to make my, where I'm going. Yeah. Make my sword, that's like, I have the perk that gives me,
How long has it been since you went missing?
It'll be 3 years this winter.
It really is a mystery.
Christ, pardon me.
higher quality sword if I make it. I have to find blueprints for a good sword. Hipster, the innkeeper.
What are you poking around that? You can't be here.
Oh, it's not the... That's the cook. Sorry guys, listen, it was a misunderstanding. Where's my man at? Or is it the dude that I stole the stuff for below me? This guy.
Huh? Get going right now, what?
Guys, are we not cool?
I apologize.
Where is this tipster at? Is it... He's below me. He's below me. Let's have some more.
What's new in town?
Go have a beer sometime at the Zum Eisen and Adler and talk to Gelstuck, the owner. He's offering a little job. And if you took care of it, you'd be pulling a thorn from my side. And not just mine. All the merchants in the city. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you.
I don't know what the let's have some
Farewell,
more
my
is. Yo, I'm trying to leave and you're in my way, dog.
Good.
Alright, what did he just tell me about? Is it just this? What's that? This is... Wait a minute, I've never been there. I rode past it. Alright, let's go... I'll be lazy and fast travel to this one. Okay.
You're always welcome here.
Oh, why I put a marker down. Catherine, you have a quest for me.
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
That's me.
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I've questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up. Tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out.
What the heck? I'm a
In the
nice
meantime,
guy.
Find out everything you can about Alice.
I'm a charming fella. Look at me. Look into those eyes. Tell me I couldn't be reassuring to those women.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Uh-huh.
But don't take it the wrong way.
Okay.
I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable.
That's right.
Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Uh-huh. Thanks. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
Alright. Sounds good.
I'm sorry.
Where's the gravedigger at? I wanted to... Isn't there a swordsmith around here somewhere?
Come and take a gander. We've...
Could look on the map, I guess. It's right here. Weaponsmith. I want to look at his blueprints.
Guten Tag, mein Herr. Schön, dich zu sehen.
Heavier long blade with a long last. Oh my god. Is this the best one? I feel like that's gotta be the best. Best longsword.
Let's talk about the price.
Talk about the price. 400.
What would you say to this?
You won't convince me with this.
420.
Why? You'll convince me. Danke. Das war ein gut.
Oh my god, I have so many books. The quest item? And a long sword. Cow skin. Reforge? Does this make it better? I have it on me still? Okay, I didn't know this was a thing. Need 3 Toledo steel. Do I have inventory, horse?
Das Geschäft, mein Herr.
Maybe I just wasted my money on that. I didn't realize I could reforge my... Ah, what the what am I have so much money I could just buy this Toledo steel off this guy. Although I'm sure I have some in my chest. But I'm not sure if I have enough materials. I get 3. What am I paying? 95.
Glad you found what you were.
Have it.
A wonderful day for a wonderful search. You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Let's go reforge this blade and see how good it is.
Come and take your pick. Shop while you can.
Oh man, you cool if I use this? Thanks, dog.
Tried to steal, did he? But I caught him just as he was stuffing the goods in his bag. Imagine, he even threatened me when I called the guards.
The heat now?
Axes, pads, nails, take your pick.
Kurva.
All quality wares.
Burning it.
Last chance, fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Don't be coy. My wares will bring you joy. I'll be closing soon. Shop while you can.
A wonderful day for a wonderful purchase.
Good to see you. God be with you, my friend.
Two, turn two. Two's here. Iron wares, knives, rillets, axes. Come and take your pick.
We gotta heat this bitch up, Henry.
Axes, pans, nails, take your pick. All quality wares.
Kurva.
Tools,
Burning it.
quality
Okay, it
tools.
heats up
Sheet metal.
crazy fast, I guess. Bro! I'm using this, man.
Steel. Nails, iron nails,
Oh, this is my forge now. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
All finished?
I guess we're all finished.
Last chance. Fine wares.
I'll be closing soon. Shop while you can. Don't be coy. My wares will bring you joy. Stores closing.
Come and take your pick. New wares.
Yup, that looks like a sword. I mean, this has got to be the best sword in the game. I think. I had a tournament log sword equipped that whole time. Crappy thing. That's why it took me so long to kill all those guys. Throw that on my horse for now. Alright, well, I mean, I just assume... What was the quality on it? Only a 3. I don't get the extra quality from that perk for this sword. This is... I mean, it's 190, 199. $300 deep. Alright.
I apologize.
That's what we're using. What was I can sharpen it.
Fine tempered nails.
Gute Kommt, Leute! Kommt!
I'm blind.
It's just you.
I see the stuff. Oh, it's in this. It's in here.
I was just about to close up shop.
You're
All good,
always
man.
welcome here. You can't be here.
No,
You
I'm.
see?
It's
Get moving!
good, man. Okay.
You see? It didn't even hurt.
It's cool, man. Just let me use the grindstone. I swear I thought there was a grindstone out here somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. On the map. Grindstone. Over here. Well, it's in a little shop too. He's not gonna like me being in there. It's closed for the day.
I'm sorry.
Have a bowl, sound of the bell.
God damn it, man.
I'm at
Try
your
to get him to
service.
come outside. Alright, let's just go to the graveyard. Quality was like 88 or something, it's fine.
Good day.
Good to see you.
Oh yeah, I've been here. This is where I fought the
Excuse me.
gravedigger. We're cool, bro. We're bros with this guy. Oh yeah, I walked in on this earlier.
I'll be with you. What would you like?
I was like, oh, this has got to be something because I couldn't talk to him.
You must be the local gravedigger.
Bro, you know
That's
it.
right.
We
They call me
met
Fantasy.
already.
At least them that can speak do. Ha!
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
I hear there was a murder here recently. Some young girl?
True. She's lying in the morgue. But who the hell are you? Another Gawker?
Another?
I'm Henry.
Why would anybody come to look at her?
People ain't got no respect. As soon as news spread about what was done to her, folk are always turning up to have a gawk. So if you ain't one of them Gawkers, you must be one of them other types.
Bro.
Well, no. You can't shave her. No. No thumb for a souvenir.
I don't want to take it.
Why would I do that?
I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm worried something might happen to my friend.
That's true. She wasn't the first, and we can only pray that she'll be the last. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it?
Oh.
Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
That's a
I
lie.
see. There's been one
Been here
every
for a
few
long
weeks
time.
for the past year.
I guess relatively I have not been here that long though.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Alright.
Thanks.
Thanks, bro.
You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses, so either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
You mean like a woman right here? I'm gonna talk to her first. I'm gonna examine the body.
So,
Just say nothing to her and start
let's see what
examining
we
the
have
body.
here.
Yep. Definitely dead.
God. Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly.
Why?
And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh.
Jesus.
What did he do with it all afterwards?
Let's not think about that. Well, maybe he kept
Did he really
I don't
keep
know.
all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy? Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her.
Why,
She's
man?
missing parts of her torso,
So fucked up.
but they are by the body. He also cut off most of her hair.
Such a horrible thing.
He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue. Then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning?
I don't know. What's
Only
the
if it was a
warning?
warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
Alright, I'm done mumbling to myself now. You want to talk to me?
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice. Aye, she was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumir.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely, but she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day she just didn't come home. And then they found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. And it didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Okay. Lumir's right here. Crime scene's on the other side of town. You going back out? You need help with that?
Excuse me?
My respects.
Apparently, the city council is organising another
Lumiere. You good, bro?
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion.
Hand it over.
This should sober him up. Here. Drink up. Better?
What? Who? What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
Don't seem crazy to me.
Oh, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real.
Schizo.
And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Gutenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
I'm not an alcoholic. I can use my brain. This is just a bad lad. Nothing's gonna stop me. I don't know which one. Seems like insulting to him.
Because I'm stubborn, and I don't have any other choice. I'll get to the truth, no matter what.
That is true.
You think that will suffice?
Yeah.
If not, I'd have been dead long ago. Bled out from a human arrow.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles.
The first incel.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Gutenberg's bailiff. Gutenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. The murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the two girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this Mole?
Bro, you know Mole.
Yeah. He still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother.
Oh,
Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those 2 dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Got a lot to follow up on.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. The most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Okay.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Okay, alright, we've got... Wait, can I not look at the... The option to go to the... Where the hell? I don't even know where it was. We're here somewhere to check out the crime scene.
You're buying a rowboat, or maybe a punt. What do you want a boat for?
Oh, I mean, I don't know what I would have found at the crime scene. Just a lot of blood, probably. But I'll get out of here.
I went to convention yesterday, and that old
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
What the heck?
That's not why I'm here.
Is that your job?
My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side, and revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka? She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
Not a very good reason.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes, Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, son. When she was smaller, it was fine, but when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarko was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
But how come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin.
Okay, man.
A disgrace.
Settle down.
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant! Even if she had lived, what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
Why don't you respect Lumir?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
Come now, Father. I'm not just asking out of curiosity. This is about all the dead girls. Isn't it written in Scripture, speak up for those who have no voice?
A layman quotes the Bible to me.
You're fucked.
Lumir accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
I've heard enough, Father. I'll be going.
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumir. That man has gone completely mad.
Is it gonna end up being that Lumir's the killer? I feel like that's the twist that they're setting me up for here. Let's go check out the hole in the wall. I know people here. Surely they'll be helpful. You have a name. Can I talk to you?
God bless you, sir. Leave it!
No fucking way. He was staring at you.
No, I wasn't. And even if I was,
Yo,
no law
guys.
against it. I can look if I want, eh?
You
No,
fighting
you can't,
here?
you...
What's going on here?
That prick's ogling my girl.
No, I'm not. But even if I was, he can't get all gobby on me like that.
You're making a scene. Please, let's just go.
He was just looking, bro. The scriptures are clear? What does this mean? Well, does this mean like the guy shouldn't be ogling because it's written in scripture or what? I don't, or something like that. I don't care.
Look, just settle this peacefully.
Yeah, don't you worry about that.
You guys,
For God's sake, Yannick, leave it.
No fucking.
you guys can work it out. Hey, Mole. Bro, good to talk to you.
Come on then, show us what you can bloody fraud.
What are you here for, friend?
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya. Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
I'm asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest
We've
me.
met before.
The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
A good guess.
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good guest?
No. He spends money.
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So, what'll it be?
I'll give you 10 groschen, bro. Okay, nice. Give you 10.
What if I simply paid you and you tell me what I want to know?
Ask away.
I want to know if Stanya works here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So, what'll it be?
Bro, take the money.
I'm getting tired of this. I'll give you the money up front, and that's all you'll get. Whether I'm a good guest or bad. Got it? Now you're gonna spill it. Got it?
All right, all right.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the Miners' Tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago.
Oh, that is not him.
Could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what. Like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had two close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Are they dead too?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared. And she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
Thank you.
That's all I need to know. Are you Sternad? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any answers here. All you're gonna get here is a kick in the teeth.
That's not gonna happen, bro.
Why so rash? That kind of attitude will do you no favors. Let's make a deal. You tell me everything you know about Zdenna, and I'll make sure you're no worse for wear.
Ah. You're the lord what that whore robbed. Don't worry about it. She weren't nothing but a lying bitch.
So, if I understand correctly, we can make a deal?
For the right price, I'll tell you all I know.
50 groschen. 30.
Is this the right price?
You fucking bet it is. Ask away and I'll tell you everything.
Where can I find Zdenna?
Aye. That's what I like to fucking know too. Last time I saw her... Well, that'd be back when she managed to fleece you.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to find her.
I can well imagine. Well, she went to Ravstein Mill. It's quite a long ways away. She had some unfinished business with some bloke called Pint. Ain't nobody seen her since then.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
What do you want to hear? I try to keep her out of trouble, but there's just no helping some women.
So you were taking care of her?
Well, just in front of the others. Other than that, she did what she wanted. Always made her mind up and did things her own way.
So you weren't too fond of her?
Not really, no. But she did have a knack for making coin.
Did she have any friends or lovers who'd know more? Did anybody come here to see her?
Who come to see that bitch? She was always off somewhere, seeing someone. Although, once...
Someone came to see her?
Well, aye. Some stuffed frock came here once. All old and decrepit. He said he had some job for her. That she should leave behind her sinful life and all that shit. But he left empty-handed. She told him to go to hell.
Do you know who that priest was?
Some fucking Prokop or Pravoslav or some such shit. But that reminds me. I saw her a couple of times with another bastard. That fucking bard, William.
Okay, that's two strikes against the bard.
And could she have run away with this bard, William?
With that lily-livered fop? Well, he ain't been seen in town for some time, but I think someone was out to get him. He still don't come here no more. He plucks that loot of his in the Miners' Tavern. The wee shit.
What do you know about this priest?
Not much. Seems they knew each other from before. And he had some job for her somewhere. Serving as a maid or something. But she weren't stupid. She told him to fuck right off.
And did he go?
Aye, indeed. He didn't look like the kind of fella that had knocked some sense into a woman. I think he just told her if she changed her mind to come and see him. Or some shit like that.
And could she have changed her mind and gone to him? And that's why nobody's seen her?
No, no. She took off. I'm sure about that.
I've heard enough.
Alright. Yeah, I think William is... our biggest lead right now.
God bless you, sir.
May God give you health, sir.
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry, and no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
Well, you don't have to, that's true. But you should. It's in your own best interest.
What are you talking about?
If you don't start giving me some answers right now, I reckon you'll end up begging in the streets. Because I'll break all your fingers, and you'll never play the lute again, you miserable minstrel.
What? No! Come on, I didn't do anything!
Stop whining and talk, or I'll be the one doing something to you.
Come on. All right, then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice's. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her?
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
That's not very helpful.
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
And aren't you just saying that because she left you?
Oh, come on! I could have any woman, if I wanted. The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. He's an old drunkard after all. If I was you, I wouldn't take him too seriously.
Don't talk shit about Mole.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind. Far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed a noble like von Groller, word would get around. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
I don't know. He doesn't seem like the type, but I don't...
So you didn't do anything to them?
No! Why would I? What would I get out of it? It doesn't make any sense. It goes against God.
You dare invoke God?
I admit, I'm no saint, but for Christ's sake, I'd never kill anybody.
I kind of believe him.
Good. I believe you. But if any clue leads me back here to you, I won't give you a second chance.
You won't hear about me again, I swear to God.
Well, look who showed up. Henry, come here and have a seat. I must tell you something.
Well, you know, since I'm here, man.
Greetings, Franzi. How's it going in the mine?
Oh, we was hewing when a puncheon hit me napper. It's like black pudding now.
Of course. I don't quite understand, but I believe you.
Well, to hell with you. I'm glad to see you. It's good you came, because Vlachia is a canny job for you.
I'm glad to finally get a word in. It's great you didn't leave us in the lurch and came back, Henry.
Oh, why wouldn't I? I'd love to have a beer with you. After all, in Skalitz, I grew up among miners.
How are you, lad? Join us in the pit. It'll be a reet good change of pace.
Aye, there's half and chink in it. But you look like you'd rather have a weapon in your hand than a pickaxe, eh?
Yeah.
True. I'm my lord's protector, and that's done better with a sword than a pick.
Fair enough. But if you brace someone on the napper with a pickaxe, they won't be moving either. But let's get to the point.
Aye, it's a damn serious matter.
The most serious. War mining tradition.
Uh-huh. That smells like more trouble.
You proved yourself to be one of us, Henry. And that's why I'm inviting you to our traditional shoot fest. And that's not all. As the gaffer of the St. Anthony mine, by the authority entrusted to me, I offer you the honour of ganning with us to consecrate the Pitman's Stang. Tell me, do you accept the offer?
I don't really know what those words mean.
Unfortunately, I have no idea what this is
Excuse
about.
me.
Winning, of course! The popping G's right round the corner, and our pit always wins the competition, and...
Hold your water, Franzi. It's about the consecration of the ceremonial St. Anthony Stang, and taking an oath before our patron saints.
We have to go around all the kirks and get them to bless war miners' standards. War champion Anton Kasper can see to that. But we have to protect him, so nothing happens along the way. So, are you coming?
Sure.
Well, how could I turn down such an honor?
Grand. Glad to hear it. Tomorrow morning, Franzi and our best marksman Anton will wait for you at the Church of John the Baptist on Hoprink. That's tomorrow now, and be there on time.
Okay,
Hey,
Hoprink.
where's that beer?
Hoprink Church. Alright. Do that too.
The other day.
What time is it?
I brought home a whole basket. Aye. After all that rain.
How tired am I? 74.
Greetings, sir.
They look like angels on the outside. Soft.
Do I have time to go down here? It'll be nighttime by the time I get there. I'm not gonna be able to. Man, I'm thinking it's... we just do this in the morning. I'm gonna ride out here and see what, this quest is. There's a tipster there too. What time is it?
Well formed. Enough to turn even.
Just right up the road here.
Quick! Car! Quick!
Oh, get in here.
Wie willst du bezahlen?
God bless.
I apologize. Scheiße, ist das kalt. Grüß dich. Wie kann ich dir helfen?
Ja.
What's new around here?
Da du fragst. One night a carter came. He had some fellow loaded on back. White as a ghost. His eyes as if he had seen den Teufel. Pfui, pfui, pfui. When he was getting off the cart, he fell and never got up again.
He died?
Nein, nein, lebt. Lebt. He's still alive. They gave the poor man a drink and laid him down on some hay, where he fell right to sleep. But it is still bad with him. Sehr übel. And I don't know if you heard, but the forest beyond Old Kutna was on fire.
No, I didn't. I'm not from round here.
We were lucky it rained that day, or the whole forest would have gone up in flames. And with the town being so close, it could have been even worse. Und das ist alles, Junge.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Thank you, innkeeper.
Guten Tag. Austrinken, Leute. Austrinken. Ich schließe für heute.
Oh my god, why are you standing there?
Aus und vorbei. Ich.
Lad, I ain't seen you here before. Reckon you could help me? All right, man?
Was there something you wanted?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. What's your name, pal?
Henry.
Kvietoslav. Pleased to meet you. Well, Henry, you can't read and write by any chance?
I can.
Brilliant. You're just the man I've been waiting for.
I think I'll be going.
Really? What do you need?
Someone trustworthy who could help me write this business letter.
And you were just waiting in case one happened to walk past? Isn't there a scribe in Kuttenberg?
Of course there is. It's just that I don't trust the bugger. And his assistant, even worse. While you strike me as a trustworthy fella. What's more, I can tell at first glance you ain't local, so my trade secrets are of no use to you.
So, you want me to write a letter for you and keep it hush-hush?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Sure.
What kind of letter is it, exactly?
Like I said, it's an important business letter. There's some matter I need to settle with this Kuttenberg burger.
Are you offering him something?
Aye. You could say that, actually. It's kind of like a business offer.
What do I get for writing it?
A whole heap of coin, pal. It's really important for me. I don't mind giving you a groschen for every word.
Really? How long will the letter be?
Very long. There's a lot I need to say.
All right. I'm certain we can work something out.
Brilliant. But before we get started, could you take a look at this? Just to test you.
What's this supposed to be?
I was given this here parchment by one wandering student. He said it's a love poem.
How many miles you've wandered at such a grueling pace? Rest your feet, dear maiden. Sit here upon my face.
Nice.
That sounds more like bawdy verse than a love letter.
Is that what it says? Bugger. You know what? You can keep it.
Thank you.
But it's clear you can read, so let's get down to work.
Where are we going to write the letter? I can see neither parchment nor an inkwell here.
Oh no, we can't write it here. Too many curious ears round here.
Well then...
You have to go to Kuttenberg. In the northern part of town, known as the Miners' District, I have my office. Enter the city by that gate. Keep going straight until you pass the town hall. Keep the markets on your right. Go as far as the city wall, and there it is. The building may look a bit run down from outside, but don't worry about that. Go in, and my business partners will be waiting for you there.
Hold on. You're not coming with me?
I'm afraid I've got things to be doing. But don't worry. My partners know what to do, and they'll pay you.
Sounds like a setup.
Can't you tell me anything more about the letter?
Nothing to tell. Like I said, I'm in a wrangle with this rich burgher, and I need to get him to come to the table. And what better way than a nicely written letter?
Right, so I go to the city, and in the Miners' District, I find your office. Well, they'll dictate the letter to me and pay me.
That's right. There's one more thing, though. Tell them two in the office that justice is worth more than silver, so they know it's me what sent you.
You have a password? Why?
You know, when coin's at stake, you can't trust anyone. But that's enough chit-chat. Off you go, don't keep them waiting. And welcome to the world of Kuttenberg businessmen. It was good to see you, my friend.
What the hell? Boyar. Who are you?
Are you in charge of the black market with horses?
Black market with horses? I am Boyar Stoya of
How would I know
Mondra,
this?
and my brother Mikol and I have been commissioned by King Sigismund to deal with the administration of equine matters, valid for Kuttenberg and its surroundings. Mangones officia, also known as Ars Mangonica, is otherwise banned in Hungary and Bohemia. Our job is to wipe out unnecessary trading in times of war.
And what does it involve? Being a horse trader in the region?
Hungary, Transylvania, even our home, Wallachia, unfortunately lack equus valde bonus. King Sigismund himself allowed us, the brothers of Mondra, to buy up Bohemian horses and export them. We buy Selati as well as Redari, meaning both riding and work horses. But due to the Emperor's current situation, we don't have as many groschen as when the city first came under siege.
Can I acquire a horse here?
Not usually. But as I am sure you know, Bohemia has been ransacked. Stables are demanding higher and higher prices for horses. But with Emperor Sigismund's blessing, I can offer Equus Magnus to knights who can't afford their full price. Which means that for a small fee, I can tame any horse you bring to me and
I see.
All right.
If I wanted something like that, where should I bring the horse?
Our humble camp has a post with a flag. Bring him there.
I'll keep that in mind.
I don't know how I knew that. But, cool. Don't mind me, I don't know who you are, or... Oh, it's... Oh.
Are you awake, my lord?
Who are you? Have you come to finish me off?
Take it easy. I won't harm you. I'm Henry.
Who?
I'm Jan.
Okay, I don't know who this is.
Sir Jan of Sokotlevsky.
Who beat you up?
Humans.
Oh, this
Five
is
of
the
them
guy she
against the
told me
three of
about.
us. I fled.
And what about the other two?
Dead. The pain. Could you somehow make it go away?
Can I examine your wound?
Do what you can. I hope you can help.
How did this happen?
I was fleeing from those butchers. In my haste, I wasn't watching where I was going. I tripped over something. I landed on my back.
Is anything besides your foot hurt?
My ribs too. It's as if a horse ran over me. Every word hurts.
Where exactly does your foot hurt?
Mostly my ankle. And my toes. It feels like someone crushed them. With pincers.
I'll have to take off your boot. I won't know anything until I do.
Very well. Just be careful. Thank God. I barely felt that. Good work.
Just don't get your expectations up. This is just the beginning. Now, let's have a look at those toes.
Let me see them toes, bro.
Ow!
Well, it looks like you've dislocated 2 toes. I can tell just by looking.
Just pop them back
I'm
in.
not surprised it hurts. They're as swollen as if you've been standing barefoot in an anthill. Show me your ankle. I'll feel it. You see, it's sprained. That explains the swelling and pain. One bad step, and that's it. Now for those ribs. You're not coughing up blood, are you?
God, no. I can breathe. It just hurts like hell.
Oh, that's good. Otherwise, you'd be in deep trouble. It looks like your bones and lungs are in good shape. Just a bit bruised. Well, I don't think I've left anything out.
And can you do anything for me?
You've sprained your ankle, dislocated a few toes,
You just gotta rest up,
bruised your
man.
ribs.
But I'm still alive.
Well, that's the most important thing. The rest I can take care of. For those ribs, you'll need something for the pain and some bandages to keep things in place. The toes will be worse. I'll have to set those bones back in place.
That's going to hurt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can get you something to give you courage. And then I can rub some healing ointment on it. You mustn't put any strain on your ankle. It needs to be tightly bandaged. A healing ointment wouldn't hurt either. That's all I can do.
Thanks. At least for your efforts.
Pretty sure I
We'll
have all
see
that
if I
stuff.
diagnosed you properly. I'll fix that ankle and those bruised ribs. Keep the bandages clean and change them once in a while. Got it, sir?
Very well. I'll try.
First, we need to straighten out those toes. The longer they stay dislocated, the worse they'll heal.
Will it hurt?
It won't be nice, but a little liquid courage will certainly help.
Good idea. Do you have anything?
Maybe I could find something.
Got like a beer on me. I don't have anything.
Damn. Don't have a single drop. Sorry.
Let's do it dry, bro.
Do you want to try it dry?
Well, what other choice do I have?
Fuck it,
All
bro.
right. Better look the other way. And clench your teeth.
The pain vanished. It's gone.
That's right.
Or rather, it's almost gone.
You're welcome. This should help your ribs and ankle to heal. Give it some time, and you'll be as fit as a fiddle.
So I didn't know I even had that.
Well, I've done as much as I can for you. The rest is up to God.
Don't be so modest. You've done more than any sawbones could.
True.
You have golden hands.
Yep.
Are you going to be all right?
I suppose so. I need a bit more time to get back on my feet. But I definitely feel better. But I'd like to ask you a favor.
What is it you need?
Listen, are you familiar with this area?
I'm not from here, but I know my way around a bit.
You might be useful. I need a messenger to act on my behalf in the King's military camp by Kuttenberg.
In Sigismund's camp? What's he got to do with it?
Let me explain. My older brother, the Knight Sir Peter of Sukotleski, is being held captive in the camp. He's fallen into the clutches of a Hungarian baron. Laszlo Farkas is his name. I was supposed to go to the camp and negotiate the terms of his release.
So why do you want to send me there?
Because no one is going to harm an envoy, especially when coin is at stake. I'll no longer go anywhere without protection. Being ambushed once in a lifetime is enough, thanks.
I'd like to hear more details. Who am I supposed to go and see? Who is he?
A Hungarian baron. His name is Laszlo Farkas, but I know hardly anything about him, so you're going to have to ask about him in the camp.
What do you need me to negotiate for you?
The terms for a handover. What we need to do for them to release Peter. Try not to act like a ragamuffin or lout in front of Laszlo. When he sees that he's speaking to a man of distinction, Perhaps he won't try to walk all over you.
And where should the handover take place?
It has to be on neutral ground, so neither party has an advantage. Remember that.
What should I know about Peter?
Sir Peter, Knight of Sukotleski. He's several years older than I and fought in many great battles. He was always lucky, and nothing ever happened to him. But now, it looks as if fortune has abandoned him.
What does Peter look like?
He's as bold as an egg and has a scar on one cheek.
A souvenir from a battle?
Hardly. Once his horse was spooked and bolted through some bushes with him on the saddle. He nearly lost an eye, but fortunately, he only got that scar.
Okay.
What if that Hungarian doesn't release Peter?
Farkash? He will. War costs money and captives have to be fed too. There's also the matter of honor.
What's so honorable in this?
On the battlefield, knights go up against other knights who are often very similar, only they're carrying out the orders of different masters. They have to fight each other, that's clear, but they can demonstrate to each other their honor and spare the lives of the defeated. Moreover, knights often have wealthy relatives who'll pay to have them freed. So, it pays to keep a knight alive and healthy after a defeat.
Aha, I understand.
Alright. Not doing this right away, though.
I can try.
God bless you.
Might be a little
Here's
bit,
a letter
bro.
with the seal of the Lords of Sukotleski. Present it to Laszlo Farkash as proof that I sent you. Once you've arranged everything, come back here. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, it's gonna be a bit, bro, but I got you. Let me get a room.
Wie geht's, mein Herr?
I need to eat and...
But of course. And for how long?
I need...
Of course, sir.
Let's talk about the price.
Hmm.
No, only because it's you.
You'll have to make me a... Sehr gut. I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll enjoy your stay, sir.
Where can I find my room?
Go up the stairs, through the door. You can't miss it. Use...
Always a wreath. Already on your feet, bro? Am I stupid? I don't see a wreath. Can't be in my room. First door. Let's just keep going. Oh. Oh, this upstairs is what... Yeah. Alright, let's... sleep. And then it's early. What time do I have to, I mean... tomorrow morning. I assume 5 is morning? Or is 8 morning? Let's read a book. You can learn alcoholism. Survival. I think I got time for one more book. The craftsmanship. Alright, brought these books in here. I'll take a bath. Let's run there.
Nice and slow.
Beautiful day. Hey guys, staying out here in the rain waiting for me.
Good morning, Tonies. I see you have the stang with you.
Of course. That's what it's all about, man. We've already
A
had it
boot?
blessed by the local priest.
What? You didn't even wait for me?
Don't worry. You're not missing out. We still have a long way and 2 more churches to go.
Ah, got it. A nice walk through town, eh?
And a beautiful day to do
you
it.
could say so.
You must be the champion marksman, Anton Kaspar, right?
That I am. And I swear as long as I'm shooting, the striped Tonys will never lose their competition.
Are you really that good?
Well, this year is just my 2nd competition, but I won last year.
Old Lazar used to be our top marksman, but his eyes gave out.
What if we run into those saints who stole your stang last time?
Luckily, their churches are on the other side of the town.
That may be, but their tavern's on the way, so watch your step, Maras.
Why do you consecrate the miner's stang?
It's a local pitman's tradition.
Aye, every year before the shoot first, the different pit teams go around to their churches. Like Francis says, tradition.
Interesting custom. We don't have anything like that back home.
Why, aye. Interesting, and sometimes
Why,
a little
aye.
bit wild. We have to watch out for the saints.
Let's go,
Nods.
Maris. We can crack on the way. First we'll go to the upper church of the Virgin Mary, and then to the church of St. George. And we have to make it before dark. Otherwise, we're out of luck.
Well, we got all day,
Actually
bro.
queued at the course down in the bottom road.
They got an opening, I read, but the windlass broke loose, so the carpenters have to make a new one.
Ah, it'll be a week before we can get queuing again. To hell with the pit. Better to hear some crack from you, Henry.
So, tell us, Mara, where are we going with that stang of yours?
You're crocking there like one of us, man. You'll be joining us in the pit soon, eh?
Need pit for him. He's like to break his arm with a devil.
Aye, our thing is heat on the rock, eh?
I don't understand you much, but as far as dangerous work goes, I reckon you two are experts, eh?
That's what this is all about, but every year before the shoot fest, all the pit crews get their stangs blessed in the churches, so the mound gives us silver and nothing bad happens.
Oh, well.
I wonder who the Lord favours in shooting then, eh?
Why, aye, that's as plain as day, but the best shot, of course.
Are you a good shot, Anton?
Do you think Vlak would let him compete if he wasn't?
And what if Preng wins?
He'd have to be completely blind and crippled too. You'll be weeping his way home like last year. And I'm not afraid of Gaffer Henslin from Gang. He may know how to
Gang.
shoot, but he's not the youngest and he lacks speed.
I don't know, Henslin. Is he good?
Aye, he's not a bad bloke, but we haven't gang near gang much.
Hold your water, Franzi. He's the one who convinced my pa about the new scene.
Aye, but the catch is, Henslin was right about that.
About what?
Never mind. We shouldn't be talking shop here.
Tell me more about your competition. What makes it so special?
What makes it so special? Why, we have the royal seal of approval.
Wait, you mean Wenceslas himself allowed you to compete here?
Of course he did. What's so strange about that?
Well, it just seems odd to me that the king would concern himself with the amusement of some miners.
It's not like that at all, but Short of grants various rights on feast days is one of them.
There wasn't anything like that back in Scalpus.
Kuttenberg isn't some wee hamlet.
And here we are, fellas. But where's that priest gone?
It's been quite a walk so far, eh?
Aye, and I was afraid the saints would be lying in wait for us.
Nay, bother. They've probably got other problems.
How do you mean?
Nothing. Just that you don't need to bother your head. And where's that local priest got to?
Who knows? Maybe still in bed, eh? Should we wait?
Maras, I've got an idea. A reet canny one. We have a bit of time, so we could get the saints back for pinching our stag and play a wee prank on them at their tavern.
What? I thought consecrating the stang was a serious matter. At least Black seemed solemn enough yesterday.
How we, man? We'll show the saints we're no feared of them. Black doesn't even have to find out.
I'm for it. The tavern is right around the corner, and there won't be many people there right now. But above all, Francie, no stealing.
Of course, we won't pinch nothing. On the contrary, we'll give them a wee gift for their tavern. Yesterday, I took Six's braes, and I'll tell you, man, they're reet minging.
Aha! So it's not your feet that stink here?
Why did you take them, Butts?
Why, aye. Best thing would be to hang them from the window of the saints' tavern instead of their banner.
That'd be a laugh. They'll know we've been there and yucked their pizzles good and proper. What do you think, Henry? Can you manage that?
Sure. I'd rather go for a leisurely stroll, honestly.
Of course. Count me in. I'll be happy to get revenge on Preng and his men.
Alright, then we'll split up. I'll wait here at the parish, Franz will watch the front of the tavern, and Henry will hang up the braes.
I agree. Let's get to it, Francie.
Why, aye. Quick and careful then, so's you don't get seen. The saints would soon get wind of it.
Here's the braes. Hang 'em high up on the stub.
Stub?
The pole with the pulley, sticking from the loft into the street.
Good luck then. When it's done, I'll meet you across the street from the tavern.
Alright, where are we going? Oh, you want me to hang it up there? I can handle that.
Excuse
Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
I observe the day of rest, but otherwise I'm always.
Dude, go up the stairs.
Oh, damn. They've seen me. That still won't stop me from hanging Sixer's banner here.
Dude, what do you mean they've seen me? I'm stuck on the stairs. I literally can't get up these stairs. There's no way that this is designed like this. And who saw me? Hold on. Did it save right before this? It saved at the beginning of the quest. Dude, that's so stupid. They didn't even see me.
Wait! You can't go there! Go! Away! You can't just come in here as you like.
I can.
You aren't allowed here!
Oh, hey. Alright, okay, I'll go. A misunderstanding.
Go! Away!
Keep close to others. It's not safe.
I apologize.
I heard you've got a new addition.
Dude, whatever.
Is it a boy or a girl?
I fucked it up, guys.
So I'm back from the tavern, mates.
Maras, man. Here, we say Maras.
And how'd it go, eh?
I got stuck on the stairs.
Oh, to hell with this stinking brace. There's no way I can get up there.
What's the matter?
Easy, Francie. You could have tried yourself, couldn't you? But you're right. I didn't think it'd be so hard to hang up a shitty pair of braes.
It just didn't work out. What can you do?
I got stuck on the stairs,
but we
guys.
better get out of here, eh?
Did I mention that?
I got a bit rooty somehow. How about stopping at our tavern in Friday?
Aye, couldn't hurt to go for an ale. What do you say, Henry?
Sure.
I agree. Finally, a decent idea, Frantic.
I beg your pardon? You're right. Now would be a good time to get off the streets. The saints would never dare to come into our tavern. Let's go, lads. Christ, I'm droopy as fuck.
Aye, I can't wait. Can it go wrong with a beer?
Like I said, finally a good idea.
I knew you wouldn't let us down. Too bad you don't want to join us in the mine.
What time is it, guys? We still got all day. Wondering if grabbing a beer would make us lose too much daylight.
Look over there. Stripey. You want to smack in the gob? Come on, you traitors. We'll smack your gob to I have and pop you like a cork, you cowards. Did you lot really think you'd get away with that bollocks at the top?
Careful.
Yeah.
For glory!
Stand out of it! Show what you're made of! You're not back for us! Let him have it!
There's no escape!
Nice hit! We'll kick your asses! Fucker!
Die, you swine!
Kick him.
You wanna try me?
Victory awaits!
How about this, you whoreson? Nice!
Get your ass off!
Okay, you're good, man.
Stop beating him! Let him have it! You can't stand up to this!
I'm all yours.
Slice him up! That was a reach, man. Hey, Henry, let's get out of there before they get back on their feet. Let's go to our tavern.
Oh, did he get knocked out? Alright, let's go, man.
I'm sorry.
It happened. Just what's going on next time?
Phases through you completely. The other dude with us?
If you know it, then so does half the town. And that goes for Councilman Nars as well.
Of course he knows. He's the one sending him there.
What are you talking about?
It's gospel. They say she's mad for it. But the old
Well,
man
this
isn't up to
this
it.
isn't very good, is
He
it?
wanted her to stop pestering him.
Still raining right on the table.
Christ. But wait, didn't Dirk used to come?
Are we waiting for the other dude? Okay. Oh, he's here now.
Oh, such a nice and peaceful stroll. How you doing, Anton?
I'm all butterfang, man. But we won the brawl. That's the main thing.
Ah, them cunts ended up worse. But I got dunched up. I reckon all my ribs are broken.
So I see. For a moment, I was almost worried about ye.
Ah, nee fash about me. When Tess sees you've been brawling, she's gonna pull your leggies up to your head.
Why, aye. That Tess of mine is a wonderful lass.
She hardly deserves you. Huh.
Enough of that. She can't find out about this, right?
That'll be a bit difficult, since half the city saw the brawl.
So what? Just deny it. That always helps. But you're worried, Aunt Henri, since you're meeting your Tess tonight, eh?
Why, aye. Her pa has a guild meeting, so the coast should be clear.
So, what did you get?
Get what?
A gift? What did you get her? It's her birthday, isn't it?
Huh?
Wait, you don't mean to tell me you forgot?
Man, come on.
Oh, fuck.
God, I knew I was missing something. Because of the procession, I completely forgot about her birthday.
Forgetting to get your girl a gift. That's what I call serious trouble.
Easy, Anton. We'll think of something.
I like what? I have to stay with the stang, and after that brawl we have to lay low for a while anyway, before going to St. George's. And then it'll be too late to look for a gift.
Ah, heat up. We'll surely figure something out. What do you think, Henry?
What does your test actually like, Anton?
Like any woman, nice clothes, perfumes, going for walks, roses.
Good enough. The roses and perfume are interesting. We can work with that.
Where can we get fresh roses?
Where they're rarer than silver in this town, but there's a few gardens hereabouts. Most of them are well watched, but I know of one garden in the cobbler's quarter by the walls. The house in front of it's locked, but if you can certainly get into the garden somehow.
Wait, does that mean you'll help Anton?
And why don't you go?
Sorry, but the Saints licked me good. I'm so
Yeah,
banged up I can hardly
fucked
walk.
you up, bro.
Can you help Anton by yourself?
Of course. I'll be happy to help a friend. And there's nothing horrible about getting some flowers or perfume.
Good on ye, me Mara. I knew you were a canny lad. I'll give you a decent five for it. I'm not as poor as I might look, you know.
What kind of perfume does Tess like?
She keeps gunning on about some perfume her neighbour Elsa has. I think that would surely please her.
Alright, I'll just
but
steal it from my
careful.
neighbour.
I think Elsa's a little jealous of Tess because of me. So dinna tell her I sent you.
Where can I find Elsa?
That's simple. She lives in a house on the upper market. She's the daughter of your Lynn, the cobbler.
I'll go and get Tess a gift and be right back.
Grand. We'll wait here for you, but don't take too long so we can still make the last kirk.
Alright.
Do you hear me?
These guys are still unconscious. Perfumes there. Where's the... Oh, flowers are over here.
All covered in sand, hot and dry with no fresh water.
Is it right here? This is the cobbler. The upstairs.
Servus. Stick. Was ist los? What do you want of me?
I just need a little favour from you. My name is Henry, and I've just come to town. I'm interested in alchemy, and I heard that you have some wonderful perfume with secrets yet unplumbed.
So? Wirklich? Is that really what they say?
Yeah.
Certainly. And you really do smell wonderfully. It's cinnamon, isn't it?
Ah, richtig. And, can you guess the rest of the secret?
Well, I'd like to, but for that, I would require a phial of your perfume. Of course, I would gladly pay you for it, my lovely lady.
Nein. Keep your money. I want to know if you can really guess what's in my perfume. Schließlich habe ich nichts zu verlieren. If you fail, nothing lost. And otherwise, someone else would soon discover the secret anyway.
An interesting offer. Let's see how I do.
Here's a file. Und viel Glück, my young little alchemist.
Okay, easy enough. Was I supposed to actually guess? I don't understand.
Vegetables! Mushrooms! Come and get some fresh mushrooms!
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself.
What do you think my dog's doing? Still over there? I don't see him. I'm sure he's fine. Alright, this is the garden here.
Ah, excellent. Here's that garden. Now, how do I get in?
Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
You guys looking right at me. Simple. Hopefully there's nobody in here. Okay, I guess I'm allowed to be in here.
Ugh, I made it. That's beautiful. Like the Garden of Eden.
Can I pick this? The dog. Oh, the dog's okay. I have the dog perk. I understand. I can't pick this. Oh, Rob.
Roses like that would please any woman. And they smell so lovely. And now back to the miners, so they don't think I blew them off.
Am I blind? Trouble there. I think it takes longer in-game time to travel there, and I think I could probably fucking fail this mission if I take too long.
God bless you.
Although it's still 9 o'clock. Fuck it.
Wait, friend. Why does it always have to be me? It's nothing personal.
Damn, dude, you sliding, bro?
You're the third guard to stop me today.
So you admit that you're suspicious? No! I'm just unlucky.
I don't have much time left. I have to get back to Franzi soon.
We're going, bro.
Test the less of my...
Franzi, what the blazes is going on here?
Good you're here, Henry. Do you have that gift?
Yes, here it is. Tess should like it.
Grand. I told Anton you wouldn't let him down. Here's something for your help. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Well, fine.
Nice.
But what's up with Anton?
Anton was afraid you weren't coming and that Tess would dump him tonight, so he had a few beers. And first he drank for thirst, and then for courage, and finally for grief.
Bro, I wasn't that... I wasn't gone that long.
I understand his concern, But did he have to get that sotted?
Hey, Anton doesn't have an easy life, and Tess is his sole source of joy in this world.
Go on then.
Look, it's a long story.
I've got time. Go ahead and talk.
Anton isn't poor. He's only a miner because he was forced to, and because he had terrible luck. His father put all his money into opening a new mine. Except then Sigismund came and the miners were afraid they wouldn't make a profit.
Wait, his father is a miner?
Unfortunately, he was. He had a stroke when Sigismund came to town.
Well, what am I supposed to make of that?
The miners didn't want to dig a new shaft because they were afraid that Sigismund would cancel the concession and they wouldn't make a profit. Except old Anton had to put all his money into it. And when he heard, it floored him. And he never recovered.
So it's Sigismund's fault?
Why, aye. As long as that Hungarian horde is here, they won't be digging any new silver seams.
Fine. I'll carry Anton to the church.
Excellent, lad. And can you manage it?
Certainly better than you. God, why am I such a do-gooder?
It's settled then. I'll take care of the stang, you take care of Anton. Now just have to make sure we can still catch Father Tobias at the church.
Careful now.
God,
I'm as
so heavy.
careful as a herring.
I swear, if
What-
you
what's
puke
up
on
for
me,
my belly?
I'll break both your
Hey,
arms.
It's not far from here to the St. George's Kirk. But get a move on so we can get out of tune. The saints will surely leave us alone if we can get past the walls. And
careful.
don't worry.
God
I
is
know
punishing
Father
us for our
Tobias.
sins.
He's a canny blow. Everything will be fine.
Inside of me? What's happening?
Careful, don't
Damn it,
run
Francie.
yourself ragged,
Just
kidder.
explain one
It's
thing
not a
to me.
yak of
What?
charcoal here,
What are you
it's a
getting on about?
Fuck, you know.
Look, what's really going on with Anton and Tess?
I just told you a while ago. Tess's father is a reputable cobbler, and Anton's just a young yucca.
So what? That's obvious, right? No reason to suddenly get shit-faced.
That's exactly his bad luck. Anton's
What?
not poor. He inherited a house from his father, who arranged the marriage years ago with Tess's pa, Lynette.
So what's the problem?
Chink me Mara, coin. Before he died, Anton's father sunk all his money into digging a new
Couldn't you
opening.
look the other way for once?
Like a new mine shaft?
Aye, they say they hit a new seam in gang.
And what about the silver?
The seam's really there, man. But with Sigismund's breathing down their necks, they can't keep hewing, if you know what I mean.
So, Anton has wealth, but he has to wait until Sigismund leaves.
Exactly. You got the gist of it. The poor fella has to wait until Ginger fucker gans to hell. Only in the meantime, Lynette's looking for a new bridegroom for Tess. All the richer double-crosses.
What about you, Francie? Do you have a girl?
Plenty. 3 for each finger, even. What lass would want me, eh? A poor orphan with his toes sticking out of his boots.
Feels
A
bad,
miner
man.
has to make some money, right?
And what of it? You know how much food costs here and everything else? Here in the city, grocery only goes so far. Not like in some village.
And the main thing is not to drink it all away, right?
Hold your water, lad. You're on thin ice here. You know what it's like to go down in the pit every day and break rocks in the pitch dark.
Jesus
It can
Christ,
get
be
so tight
praised.
down there that you want to get the fuck out straight away. Your heart starts pounding, but you can't shit your brakes, so you just keep hewing. Aye, any master carpenter makes more chink than me, and besides, if he falls off the roof, he's dead on the spot, in the pit. If it caves, then you're stuck there for days. Breath running out and praying to the Virgin Mary for mercy.
Damn, that's an awful way to go.
But don't get me wrong, it's not bad work. I'm not complaining, seriously. Yakkers are a good lot. They'll take anyone in. Poor orphan or bastard, doesn't matter. They don't judge, because in the hole underground, we're all the same. Alive or dead, all the same bread. We'll drink to the
I'm
king and
stuck
drink
on
to
the
the
stairs
silver
again.
hewn out of the ground. Priests and monks, enjoy your trinkets from our silver mine. A yakker's prize is a morning.
What the?
If I leave now, my
Where
friends
are
will be
we going?
offended.
Gone
Where's
back.
Francie? Are you trying to steal me? Oh,
What's the deal with those saints?
They just don't like us, man, you know.
Well, before the brawl, they were shouting that you're traitors.
For...
What's the meaning of this?
So here we are, your most fatherly holiness.
What? Do you take me for a fool?
Nah, I'm a fool here. Anton Caspar at your service.
I humbly apologize, Father Tobias. Anton here.
Entering a church stinking drunk like that? And with a sacred object? Have you no shame, you savage? You disgrace yourself, the Holy Church, and your honorable trade. In such a state, I will certainly not consecrate your stag.
Oh, come on, man.
Worthy Father. Please, you know us. We're righteous men of the Mound, and without St. Anthony, we'll be disgraced at the competition.
You should have thought of that before getting drunk.
Father, Anton's in a bad way because they don't want to give him Tess, the cobbler's girl.
Do I look like a pauper? That cobbler needs a boot. In the cobbler's. I'll show him boot. He'll be begging me on his knees. I've got so much chink, I'm drowning in it.
For Christ's sake, Anton, man, be quiet for a moment. I beg of you, Father Tobias.
But I'm only doing it because of you, Franzi. Because you are an orphan, and your late mother was a pious and kind woman. Will you take the oath instead of Anton?
But I didn't know the oath, Father.
Good God. And what about you, boy?
I don't know the oath.
Sorry, Father. I've never heard the oath.
Anton will say it for you, and you just repeat it correctly. Please, Henry.
Why can't you do that?
I'll do anything you want. Just salvage the situation.
So, friend, will you do a good deed? Even though these two hardly deserve it, I'll gladly give you absolution for your sins.
At least do it for Vlak. He wouldn't survive the shame.
Well, I don't know the oath, Father, but I'll try to salvage the situation.
I understand. Helping friends in need is a commendable act.
Anton, are you able to recite the oath?
Of course. I'd even say it myself, but nobody here will let me do it.
So go ahead, but nice and slow. Tell me the beginning of the oath, Anton.
We, the yakkers of the Kuttenberg Mound, swear before God to hew our shafts by his grace, and to make nae fashion better, but to ding away at the mound according to God's laws.
Wait, stop. One bit at a time.
I'm listening, son, but nice and politely, please.
So, how did it go?
I have to actually do it.
Tell me one more time, Anton.
We, the yakkers of the Kuttenberg Mound, swear before God to hew our shafts by his grace, and to make nae fashion better, but to ding away at the...
Wait, stop.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So, we, miners of Kuttenberg, swear before God to open the shafts with respect, without malice, and mine the vein honestly, according to the law of God.
Was that what he said?
Our Lady of the Seven Sorrows. All right, and then?
What's next, Anton?
Of course. We promise to graft proper, obey the gaffer and not pinch any ore or silver, but to gie it by reets to the masters on the bank out by.
Good. That's enough for now.
Well, friend?
We vow not to steal, to pray properly, and to faithfully obey the king.
What are you saying, boy? That doesn't make any sense.
That's what he said, bro. That's what he said.
I'll give you one more chance, but don't try my patience.
Bro, that's what he
Thank
said.
you, worthy father. Anton, how did it go? Repeat it for me.
Of course. We promise to graft proper, obey the gaffer and not pinch any ore or silver, but to gie it by reets to the masters.
Good.
Well,
We vow to work hard, listen to our foreman, and duly hand over a share of the ore to the lords.
Very good, son. And what next?
How does the oath end?
We swore on feast days to leave the moan tone and DNA hewing, and to give
Do
a
what?
wee share from our adults and foys for the good of our souls and the greater glory of God.
Very good. What was that about adults again?
Boldly onwards, youngster.
That sounds right. Say it again.
Say it again?
We swore on feast days to leave the moan tone and DNA hewing, and to give a wee share from our adults.
Yeah.
Boldly.
Don't mind on the feast day.
We swear to not mine silver on the feast day, and give a few groschen to the church for the salvation of our souls, and the greater glory of God.
Glory to God in the highest, and 3 Sundays rejoice. St. Anthony, patron and protector, intercede for these sinners, protect their souls, and grant success to their endeavors. In nomine Patri, et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. And now get out of here, you derelicts, before the good Lord changes his mind.
Thank you, worthy father. 1,000 thanks. We truly thank you. Oh, that was by the skin of our teeth, lads.
Old Tobias is strict but fair. I know him.
That mining jargon of yours gave me a headache, Franzi.
Ah, but you done reet well, nie fash.
Thanks. If that was a compliment.
Aye, muckle thanks for nie leaving us in the shit.
We're truly grateful to you.
Take this as a reward for not betraying us, and come in the morning to the shoot fest.
Well, I might come, but what about Anton here? Will he be able to shoot?
Oh, sure. He'll snap out of it in a few hours.
Hey, bother, kidder. I'll be fine. Hey, where's the puddle? I need to drown myself.
So you see, we yakkers can handle plenty. Like we see, everybody ends up on the bottom sometimes, but yakkers are there all the time.
Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Farewell, Tonys.
God be with you. We say God be with you. Remember that too.
Alright, guys, good luck.
Careful.
Alright, that's that. Now we're out here, we can go down and investigate these murders. I have to eat. Let's just go stop.
Go! Quick! Die!
Hey!
Oh, these guys are here again?
You want to try me?
In God's name! Another one! No mercy! you wretch! Enough! I give up!
Don't care. Is there another one? Okay, ma'am?
Thank you, lad. Who knows what they would have done to me?
I was happy to help.
You did more than help. You're my guardian angel. Here, for you. Something to remember me by. And thank you again.
Okay, well, that's not bad. Oh my god. Got some good stuff on him. Oh, the fisherman came in and tried to... Where'd the other guy die at? Right here. Yeah, that stuff good for me. Negative.
Go!
What time is it? Or it's just still midday. Where is it? Oh, here we go.
Good day.
Can't talk to you. Who's in charge here, man?
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around here somewhere.
That's not that's not useful. And where is he? Martin.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town.
I think this guy did it.
And I heard that
He's
someone
bald.
also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
What if he asking about her? Yeah.
Lumir himself, the Kuttenberg bailiff's former scribe, gave me the task. He was looking into her disappearance, and he sent me to find her.
Well, I don't know. I remember Lumir. He was all right. That's all true, but...
But what? What are you still brooding over?
You seem like the right man for a job like that. Sorry, but after all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us.
Nice.
Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside. I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage, but be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. Till we meet again.
Alright, he's...
God bless.
I've absolved him. He's not the killer.
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me. What do you want from me?
Lumir thought you were dead. I was supposed to find out what happened to you.
Lumir? From the rat house. He sent you.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know
Just
where.
tell me what happened to you.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did, but I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it, and sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man, but young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so? Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back, but beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Groller had a servant with him?
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly, every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all, and then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed, just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
Okay. I think it was like the noble and his assistant or whatever. His assistant, I guess. What she said.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologise.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favour?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
See you soon, my friend.
Okay, well, I mean, that narrows it down, but what was that guy's name? Yeah, okay. So maybe that's... what we'll find here. Let's just ride through the wood. Oh, here.
Quick! Quick!
Let's see. Right, left.
Go!
That's the first. Right.
Go! Ka! Quick!
It's my left. Yep. And then...
Ka! Quick! Quick! Go! Go!
I'm gonna run out of stamina before my horse does.
Go! Go!
Okay, there's blood on the ground there. We're just gonna ignore it.
Ja!
Sure, it was nothing. Also, I think I missed my turn. Let's just cut through the...
Ja!
Okay, man. Gotta tell me that every time.
Quick!
Just a habit. Hello, people.
God bless you, sir.
Are you Pint?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for Zdena.
I don't know any Stenner.
Sternad said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
I don't really know. He's a bastard.
Actually, I don't really know him that well. But he's the only one I know who knew Zdena. And he sent me to you.
Well, if he told you that, I reckon it's all right. He's not much of a traitorous rat, I reckon.
I wouldn't entirely count on that. So you knew Zdena? Can you tell me something about her?
I know Zdena all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Kurva.
What can you tell me about Zdena?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted. To Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No. I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Zdena was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdena thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day, so I forgot about it.
Is Dena's scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
It's not. It's. I'll just go check it out. It's not
Go and
any
check
of
out
them,
that
dude. It's
fort. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't.
noble dude that she stole from.
Farewell, sir.
Where is? Isn't that right where I found the blood? Where I saw the blood? I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, where's my horse? Okay. We're all good. Did I just take damage? Like fall damage?
Oh, whoa. That has to be that ford Pike was talking about. We should take a look around here.
Like, at this? We're gonna ignore the blood? I don't understand why I can't look at this blood. This is obviously what we're... what we're after that I'm trying to trigger. Oh, I found her.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now, but it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she
What do you
stole.
mean fell out
How
of
did it
her?
get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise, and that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks, but that ring is a good lead.
Okay. I mean, I know who did it. I go back and tell this guy. Someone can come bury her. I feel like sometimes that's a thing you can do in this game, and sometimes it's like... I'm gonna ride back over there and talk to him and see what he has to say.
Ka! Ka!
And I took damage again.
Ka! Go!
We'll just follow it.
Whoa!
Hey bro, you want our scarf back?
What is it?
I wanted to ask about...
Ask away.
Okay.
Well, I hope you do. Take care, sir.
Well, she's dead, by the way. What's this? Oh. Can I get to him before he goes to sleep? Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Early.
You shouldn't be out here alone like this. Just imagine.
He's still hung over in the alley.
Standing in the yard.
This house?
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly.
Yes.
But I have a few ideas.
Yes, I do.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well...
No.
I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop.
No.
I'm sure of it.
Wrong.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
It's a noble dude's name I can't remember.
Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle
Girl, that's it.
and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Grolle family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Groller's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
And a killer. And a murderer.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
True.
It means she had some relationship with William. Or at least knew him.
And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her?
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him.
Nah.
I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake. And I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant...
He didn't.
Then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later, once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That making babies and murdering folks require different tools.
But who would it be if not the father?
Someone who stood to lose something because of the child.
Yup.
Money.
Like a noble.
Reputation. Honor.
Like a noble.
Freedom. I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner. She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole.
You say that? I didn't ask her about all these people.
The evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her.
What?
And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't
Did
kill her
she?
for
I
the
didn't
money.
find that.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body. That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
That's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
But William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
Okay, thanks, man. Thank you.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Zdena robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young von Groll?
Well, old von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
Let's kill
They'll
him.
just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence.
Sneak in.
None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Infiltrate the house. Where do they live? Well, I could do any of those things. My swordsmanship is good, my... survival is good. Alright. I'm just gonna knock on their door and be like, hey,
Be careful. It's not safe.
want to learn swordsmanship from me? Where's their house? Is it this?
What are you barging in
Hey,
here
man.
for? You shouldn't be here.
Okay, well, I wanted to talk to you, but
Next time, don't come in here without permission.
okay.
Shit. I better look around the house to see if anything's missing.
Okay, I thought I could, like, pretend to be a sword instructor or something. Oh, is there a fight?
Ah, for Christ's sake! Why did you do that?
Is guard blind? Is he gonna come break it up?
Filthy vermin! Hey, stop fighting!
I'll hack your ass off!
Bro?
I'll say at it again. Who's that madman? And the same old fuckers.
Well,
what are you doing?
wanker!
Alright.
You should have.
Alright, well, let's investigate how to get in here. The front door. That's a nothing door. Gotta be a way to get in from the other side, too. Courtyard?
Nice big
Maybe
chunks.
the underground?
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Be careful.
Is their house? Connected. Way in here. Over the top, maybe? Close it. It's definitely a nighttime thing.
Aye. Some young scoundrel he was. Most likely a poor scholar. He thought I wouldn't see him. But he doesn't know me.
Tried to steal.
The Lord be with you.
Weather in the evening and the next morning, I just couldn't get up.
By the weather, you mean that the cold
Alright, well I could go in the front door, I guess. Find somewhere.
Careful.
Hello.
It isn't safe around here.
Okay. Mind if I read here?
Close to others. It's not safe here.
Not safe here. Ranking level up. I like being able to drink more potions. What time is it? I have my torch out. All right. The door is unlocked. All right, let's save. Let's hit a schnapps. Do I have anything else I could... Just a kitchen. Kitchen/pantry. That's why the outside door is unlocked. Because this door is locked. Not awake, are you? Or home? Trophies from victims.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Well, I want to see it. I get caught because of this. I'm so mad. I've like gotten in. Can I go out this way? Thinking maybe I could jump in through the window, climb up the scaffolding or something. Get in that way. Probably not good that he's not home. Means he could be out killing again. Alright. No fast travel, but it's just up the road.
You should have a light.
Oh, sorry. Wake up, bro. This is important.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Yeah.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's gonna get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
Yeah, that's what
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Oh damn, we're just going right into it. Okay.
I need to talk to him!
How's everybody naked? Is it because it was the middle of the night and they were in there, they were all sleeping?
About our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
Kitty.
It's open.
Who was standing in the middle of the room?
I've come to
is that another model of him?
Come to
What is
talk
this
with
bug?
Where's Hendel? Hendel? You wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Bro, why is there a clone of you standing in the middle of the room? It's freaking me out.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! Ha!
Victory or death! By God's will, die! Die, you wretch!
Wing, bro. Fucking one digged him.
No, Catherine,
Catherine, wait!
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you
Heretical scum!
Shut up!
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent! Nothing! You can't keep me here! Let me go! I'm a woman of worth!
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls
who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
Jesus.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What?
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff.
Let's stab her.
She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
She's right.
Don't you dare
She's
judge
right.
me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
Don't make me
I
decide,
told
man.
you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
I think you should kill her. I think he's just gonna get away. She's right. Nothing's gonna happen to her. I don't know.
Put away that knife, Catherine. We'll hand her over to the law.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people. If she's lucky, they'll just hang her. If not, she'll be buried alive.
That's right. We caught her in the act, and she's confessed to us. They can't just let her go.
Of course they can. It's I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You'll see that all these rich burgher and lords have their own justice.
That won't happen. I guarantee you she...
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff and you won't be judging her.
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into the streets.
Yeah.
She must be punished.
Yeah.
And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right? You know very well who she is.
Exactly.
All right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper away and may God protect you if they set her free.
Don't worry. I'll take her away.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Tell us, Lumiere. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
And how did it go? Did she try to blame it all on her dead servant?
Not at all. She started screaming how she hadn't done anything wrong. That those Czech whores deserved it.
Fucking shameless bitch. The nerve.
I think it's more likely she's gone mad from it all. No sane person would consider that a defense of their actions.
A sane person doesn't kill random women walking by.
Exactly. And what do they plan to do with her?
They're discussing it, and will surely continue to do so. Maybe they'll execute her, but more likely they'll lock her up somewhere and let her fester.
I told you so!
She won't escape punishment, and won't hurt anyone else again. Maybe she'll live, but now they can't pretend nothing happened.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumiere?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
I figured it out on my own.
You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
True.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. But most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls died because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. and perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
150 a shield. 150 groschen for hunting down a serial killer, huh? Fair enough. We're in it for the money. Did a good thing.